Hey guys, I thought I'd do this little video because the magicians at Simplify3D added a feature called Separate um, Attached. Well, Separate Connected Surfaces. Sorry, it's a bit late. Um, and I never really used it. It's nothing that I thought, I'd use until I decided I like Zoids. I know it sounds a bit sad, but um, I really fancied printing something for myself because I print for so many other people. It's unreal. Um, and this all of a sudden came to hand, so I thought I'd do this little video so that you can see how useful it is. I'm going to start up. No, actually, I am going to go to Google and show you where I went. Right, don't worry about that. Right, Thingiverse. Thingiverse it's a great repository for STLs, little designs that other people have done for the likes of us who fancy doing something without having to actually design it. So let me just find it for you. It is this one, I believe. Let me just see. That looks about right, doesn't it? Anyhow, let me just double check, make sure. Yeah, that's the one. Anyhow, so this is the file. I downloaded it and found that this is how it comes. So I'm just going to close that. I am going to minimize that, and I'm going to go and open another one. I've got about 1, 2, 3, I think 4 versions open. So you can have quite a few open, and there's a reason why I have a few open, and it will become apparent. Right, import, downloads. Is it? I think it's this one. Yes, I don't know how this guy designed it, but look at it. It is absolutely huge. 2 meters by 3 meters and 1.7 meters high. You know, sometimes you design stuff and it's, it just comes away, gets away from you. Right, so as you can see, it is that package. I'm just going to reduce it to 8%. Boom. Center rearrange. There we go. And let's zoom in to that a bit. Right. So it's one pack. I'll tell you what, if you print this in one go like this, you're a braver person than I am, because not a chance. There'll be just too much cleaning. So I realised that we got that Separate Connected Surfaces. I thought, how does it work? And I think quite a few who actually would watch this video would ask the same question. Well, let's press that and wait and wait, and you can see here it really cut it up big time. I think about 225 parts or something. Right. It doesn't take this apart, which is a good thing, and I'll explain later. However, if I do a center rearrange, you can see all the parts are laid out. So where someone has uploaded one piece, a complete model, you could actually take it apart. It doesn't work for everything, but it's worth a try. Now what you've got to also realise is these things are the teeth. These are the well, I don't know, shock absorbers, pistons, whatever for the legs. It really does take it apart, and there's stuff here You do not want to print on you know separately. There's no point. You leave these little knobbly bits that go on. You know, it really does. So that's why I say don't rearrange after you've done that. Now you can let's find something that's a bit obvious. There we go. Right, is there any point in having that piece separately printed? No. So what I did was I click on features that I think are, you know, part of the same printable item. So shift, press and hold shift, click, 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 click. You can see how this guy's built it. It really is in separate bits, but there we go, one pour. One thing you'll notice in this instance, that if I just get rid of that, you can see it's a block, right? So it's a part within a part. There's no cavity in this. It is really overlapping solids. Now there is a way around that, and I'll show you that later. That's why you see Fusion 360 open here, so you can really mess around with it. However, in this instance, right, how to deal with this sort of thing, having multiple parts, well, too many parts. So shift, hold, and click, 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 click. Right, that's one pour. If I go to File, Export Model, Export Binary STL, right, press that. I'm just going to save it in my downloads there, right, and I'm going to open another iteration. Let's hope it doesn't crash. Alright, there we go. Remove all this guff. Right, import in my downloads. Where is it? Liger. Oop. Make sure I've got that one. That one there, I think it is. Open. Boom. Right, so only when you do the export, only is the highlighted parts. So lo and behold, you have a single part. If you double click on it, it's 100%. So now it classes that as 100%. So if you want it bigger, increase the size. If you want it smaller, decrease the size. Whatever takes your fancy, and you can print that. Now, this is why I have more than one open, because I can then look at, say, that looks like a separate piece, but I might print it at the same time as this. So what I'm going to do is take that, take that, take that. Oop. That. I think there's another part in there. I'm also going to take that. There's some more bits and pieces that are blue there. There's another blue there, another blue there. Now you might think, holy crap. Oh, what's going on? Doing so well. Right there. Twist round. Take that, and that. I think that's all I want. Yep. Right, there's quite a bit here, and there's another little trick. It also helps with other prints as well. Right, let's do an export models, export binary STL. Let's say front, left, leg, save. Right, let's go to this other one. Import, should be in downloads, yes. Front, left leg. There we go. Now, what you're going to have to appreciate is that there will be some after work, because you can see, you know, where you got this piece here and a block here. You may have to start shaving stuff out here so that that fits into there. I mean, that's specific for this model. However, as you may know, I'm not going to print it like that. I'm going to print it flat, so I'm going to make that one disappear, and I am going to base surface, right, flattest surface, there we go, and I am going to drop that, double click, and what if I do that at 0? Right, I've just done that at 0, right, and I'm going to print half of it like this. It will only print what is visible above the plate, not what's underneath it. So I am going to copy, move that over there, and I am going to rotate it on the, let's zoom out a bit, on the x-axis. Chances are it's just going to completely disappear. Da -da 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 -da. I could type it in, I suppose. 180 degrees. Da -da 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 -da. Ooh, there we go. Right, and I'm going to do a place on surface onto bed, try and find the flattest one, and I'm going to try and marry up, I mean, try and find a feature that stands out as being unique, and I think that will be it. Where's my point? There we go. So what I'm going to do, I mean, it would be better if you can actually calculate the height. On this one, if I got rid of this nodule and this, both sides will be basically exactly the same height, and therefore you can actually work out what is your halfway point. In this case, that won't be so easy, because that is just puts it out of kilter. I mean, I suppose you could, but it's best to try and do it halfway. In actual fact, I'm going to lower that one. I wish this was more like AutoCAD, where it zooms in on where you're pointing. Oh, there we go. If -1, see, you discover this as you go along. Right, and we lower this. Okay, so if I go down one more, it's too much. Right, so if I do that, if I take away the decimal value, there, obviously it goes down more, say 24, so that's too high, so 23.5, ooh, okay, 23.6, 7, 8, oh, that's too high, 7 may have been actually better, 7, I mean, I'm not doing this as an exact science, but roughly that's the two halves done, right? Now the benefit of this is it prints a bit easier. Okay, we've got some overhangs here, there and whatnot, which, you know, you will have to have some support material, but oh, have a quick look, see what I've got. Yeah, that's fine, doesn't matter really if it's 0.4, 0.25. obviously time wise, but you get the idea. Oh, exit. If you got more models here, like I've got the foot in there as well, easy way, select models, select that, there we go. And no foot. See, sometimes if you've got multiple parts and you've got like, yeah, I'm happy with that, but you don't want to print them all at the same time, you can just have a whole list of parts in there and then just select the models you want to print. And there we go. I mean, I've got a raft going on there. Normally I wouldn't, but you get the idea, right? So not a huge amount of support material. Works a treat. Who knows, I might actually print this at 2.25, but I've got my files ready for it. So yeah, when I said about editing the STL, right, I've actually edited it. Fusion 360, if you're a hobbyist or whatever, if you go to register, you can register as a hobbyist or as a student, and you get, I think, about 2 or 3 years out of Fusion 360. It is worth it. If I just grab the something, grab something. No, I need something original. Give me 1 second. Right. Where is Liger? There we go. Right, open. Upload. This is very cloud based, so I don't like it cloud based, but then again it saves space on my hard drive as well. Wait for that to happen. So this video was off the cuff. I was thinking about doing it, and then I went and did it. Right, that foot that I edited as printed, I've got a little cavity in there. Here's my test part. Ooh, close. The same size? Slightly smaller. Right. Okay, this is taking a bit of a long time. Basically what I want to try and show you, and what I could do actually is do an undo on this file. Undo. There we go. Undo find features. There we go. There we go. Right. Right. Oh, yeah, you can. Right. I suppose that's as far as I can undo. Yeah, okay. Undo create sketch. Can I delete that? Right, yeah, here we go. Oops. cancel. When you get an STL and you open it in Fusion 360, STLs there's no volume to it. So when you want to do a sketch, you can't edit this. However, if I go and I think right click and do a mesh to B rep, okay, you can see, alright, it has changed. The mesh body still exists, but there's a that's the one that I've already done before, so this is another B rep conversion, and all of a sudden I can actually make changes. Now, as per the moment, this is one piece, which is I find annoying. However, if I once I've decided what I want to do, somewhere where it doesn't affect it, if you do a quick sketch, right, there we go, okay, and then create an extrusion. Don't do a modify, create an extrusion. Let's zoom in there. Right, it's a cut, whatever, you know, you can cut it, whatever. Once you do that, for some reason it splits it all up, which is quite handy, because now all of a sudden you've got pieces. Same sort of idea as in Inventor, but you can see there's a little knobbly bit, something on the other side, I think another knobbly bit. And what you can do from that is, if you do a modify and then a combine, let's do it that way. I would say shift, hold down shift and select all the bodies you want, right? Okay, right, which one is it? I can't remember which one it is. There we go. Right, so body 22 is the entire foot now. Now you can start making changes. So if you use, if I turned all these off, there we go. So I've got my foot, and please be aware that it goes back to the original size regardless of what you've done in Simplify3D, which I don't really understand. Go to construct. If I do a mid plane, click there, just take something that is actually parallel, and boom, we have a sketch surface. Create a sketch. Ooh. Yeah, it flies all over the place. So if you're having drama seeing this, then I do apologise. I'm going to draw a circle. Remember, I said there was no real facility, like a gap of sorts, to insert a joint, but this way. So I've moved it slightly there. There we go. Go OK. Do a create, extrude. Take that. In this instance, because I've got on the mid plane, I will do a symmetric extrusion by distance. We've got one selected, so Wow, okay, disappeared. And Bob's your uncle. Well, what I can do here now is if I select that, if I do a right click, where's it gone, where's it gone, where's it gone? Save as STL, but here you've got output, send to 3D print utility, check. Print utility, you got Print Studio, which is an Autodesk one, Mesh Mixer, which is also Autodesk, Cura, which I don't like, and then Custom. And then with Custom, if you go to your exe file for Simplify3D, having pressed this folder, you can do this, Simplify exe. That's because I've got a, I don't know why, it just seems to try and find my SD card reader. Yeah, dimensions are too large. Boom! Smash. Alright, just crushed it. Shrink that down to, oh no, 8%. Could make it a bit bigger. There we go. And you're ready to go. If you want to keep that, then do an export model to STL, and it will keep that original size as before. And you're laughing. So I hope that this has been interesting, and that it's enlightened some people to use of Autodesk Fusion. It's a great tool for doing sculpting, modeling, and because you can actually model or make changes to STLs, you could use a mesh mixer or other types of mesh manipulators, but here you can actually do all the normal design drawings like I did there. So I do recommend you get this, and it feeds straight into Simplify3D as I showed you. You're laughing really, so I'm just going to get rid of all of this. There we go. Saving and closing. This is a great tool. I do love it. I'm going to yeah, that's it. There we go. We're back to here. And then I'll keep going back to this and go like, okay, well, what part do I want next? I want that part, or you know, and you just put it all together. You know, you can build it up. Hope you found this insightful, and it works for you. So that is Separate Connected Surfaces. Doesn't work all the time, but it's worth a try to see if you can actually disassemble the model that you took from Thingiverse. Don't forget, Thingiverse, you don't sell their stuff, you don't print it off and then sell it. That is not just, it's just not done, and I know it's being done. It's just wrong. So please don't do that. Thingiverse is a great source, and let's keep it in the spirit as it's meant to be. Well, that's me done. Catch you later.